Good morning, it's time for Citizenship again. I hope you had a great time looking at pressure groups last week. And now, to link on from that lesson that you did about environmental protest and making a placard, I hope you had a great time doing that. This week, we are going to look at recycling. Because actually, it's really easy to be an active citizen simply by recycling. And this lesson is a bit of a starting place for you to have a think about your perspectives about recycling, what you know about it, what you can and can't recycle, and how to enhance your mindset and make it more of a growth mindset around recycling. So, to start with, I've put in your work pack a quiz. Have a little go now. Go on, have a go at the quiz, and then watch the rest of this after you've done that. I'm going to pause. And welcome back. Hoping that you've gone off and done the quiz. Tomorrow, I'll include the answers so you can self-assess your work. But now, have a look around, with permission please, have a look around the place that you live and see if you can find 5 types of material that you can recycle in the borough that you live and 5 that you can't. So look around, see if you can find 5 types of material that you can recycle and 5 that you can't. So just for example, here in the centre, I've had a quick rummage around everything and I've come across this, this polystyrene type material which has had some kind of food stuff in it, and that can't recycle, that has to go to landfill. Polystyrene does not make more polystyrene. However, the good news is the lid, that is recyclable because it's hard plastic. So once it's cleaned, it is recyclable in this borough, which is of course Hammersmith and Fulham. What else have we got? What else is here? Oh, tissues. Tissues. Okay, this might be a trick question, but as a material, tissues don't recycle, and especially if they've been used. So if you sneezed or whatever, then tissues do not recycle. Oh, here's a box. Any kind of cardboard packaging, that does recycle. So if you're making your own little piles where you are, then begin to sort things into what does and what does not recycle, just to get you familiar with what happens in your borough. Enjoy. Do come back though. Welcome back, assuming you've gone away and come back. A couple of worksheets just to get you thinking, about this. The first one is, what do you think about recycling? There are some statements and a scale here. This is called a Likert scale. That's just the technical term for it, meaning from strongly disagree through to strongly agree. And I want you to just rate yourself on each of these statements around what you think about recycling. So the first one, recycling doesn't make any difference. There's no point. Do you agree? Do you disagree? How strongly? And so on, all the way through these statements. And lastly, there's another worksheet which challenges you to have more of a growth mindset around recycling. So I'd like you to think of, using that sheet, up to 5 different statements which you have about recycling which are negative. For example, that one, there's no point, it won't make a difference. Or another one could be, well, it's only one bit of paper, it's only one drinks can or whatever. And see if for each of those negative statements, you can apply a growth mindset, and you've heard lots of that here about growth mindsets, and turn that into a positive statement. So for example, it's only one drinks can would be, but it's another drinks can that's not going to landfill. So for any negative thoughts that you have around recycling, see if you can challenge yourself and make those into positive statements. That sounds like a great way to start the week. So enjoy yourself doing that and see what comes up with all the rest of the work around recycling. Have a great week doing that.